Now, when we talk about the other branch of southwest monsoon, that is the Arabian Sea branch. Where is the Arabian Sea branch now? The branch of it which is coming from the other side, that is Arabian Sea side. Okay, you can see here it got bifurcated into two parts. One part has gone from the Bay of Bengal side, the other part comes from the Arabian Sea side, and that is called as the Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoon. Okay, now this Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoon, as it enters the Indian peninsula, it first gets the western Ghats in the way, right? You can see here side by side, as these winds enter this way, the western Ghats are there in the way, clear? And these winds cause, because they carry a lot of moisture with them, so they cause heavy rainfall on the windward side of the western Ghats. Okay, here you can see these are the western Ghats, clear? So on the windward side of the western Ghats, these winds cause heavy rainfall. Okay, and after causing that heavy rainfall, as they cross these mountains, they cause little rainfall in the interior parts of the peninsula. Right? This is one thing you should know. But in some part of it, see, you can see here, in the northern part of this coastal area, when these winds get away to cross this part, right? These winds cross over this part, clear? And they proceed further towards the interiors of India, right? As they enter this part, they are now getting the Aravallis almost parallel, right? They are getting Aravallis almost parallel to these winds. Okay, and this is the reason these winds don't cause any rains in the Rajasthan region. You can see here side by side, as these winds proceed further, they are obstructed by the western Ghats, but in the northern part of the coastal area, you can see these winds enter, right? And as they proceed further, they are getting Aravallis parallel to these winds. These are lying like this, and the winds move like this. Okay, so these winds are parallel to the Aravalli ranges. So there is no obstruction caused in the way, and hence this is the reason these winds, they don't cause any rainfall in the Rajasthan region. And without causing any rains, these winds cross over this part and they reach towards the, you can say, foothill areas again of the Himalayas, and they cause some rainfall in the northwestern parts of India. Right? This is one thing you should know, children. Clear? So by this branch, by the Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoon, which areas are getting rainfall? One region is that the western slope of the western Ghats, or we can say the windward side of the western Ghats. Clear? That is one region. Second region is actually the leeward side of it, which is getting less rainfall because of these winds. Why? The reason is these winds drop maximum moisture on the windward side of the western Ghats. The moisture which is left with these winds cause accordingly less rainfall in the interior parts of the peninsula. Okay. What about the other region? These winds, when they cross over the northwestern part of northwestern plains, right? And in this part of India, when they cross this part, these are getting Aravallis parallel to these winds, right? And they are not obstructed at all. And in this way, these winds cross over. Even if they carry a lot of moisture, they have got a capacity to cause heavy rainfalls. But because the Aravallis are not obstructing the way of these winds just cross over this part. This part means the Thar Desert, without causing any rains there, and they reach towards the northwestern parts of India. And as they strike the Himalayas along this side, they cause rainfall over the northwestern parts of India. So this is the total rainfall caused by the Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoon. Okay, one more thing you can relate here. What about the Coromandel coast? Coromandel coast is not getting rainfall by this branch. You can say it is getting rainfall a little bit. Again I am repeating, the Coromandel coast or the Tamil Nadu coast is getting little rainfall by the Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoon. Why little rainfall? Because it is lying on the leeward side of the Western Ghats. Right? This is the reason they are getting less rainfall, comparatively very less rainfall by these Arabian Sea branch of southwest monsoons. What about the Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon? They are not causing any rainfall over the Coromandel coast. What is the reason for that? Because these winds, when they move like this, they actually they move parallel to the Coromandel coast. Clear? And this is the reason whenever this question comes, children, on the Coromandel coast, which monsoon causes rainfall, which branch of it, you can say without any hesitation that Arabian Sea branch of monsoon, of southwest monsoon, causes rainfall in this part. That is also very less. Okay, it's not heavy rainfall. Why not the Bay of Bengal branch? Because the Bay of Bengal branch of monsoon is actually passing through, almost its direction is parallel to the Coromandel coast. So it doesn't cause any rains. Clear? Now come to the other part of it. This is all about the southwest monsoons. Clear? And children, these southwest monsoons are causing rainfall in almost the entire part of the Indian subcontinent. Okay? And as these cause rainfall in the entire part of subcontinent, just after the summer season, right? So that is again what season we have after the summers. It is rainy season we have in India. Okay? So this is one thing you can easily relate. Rainy season is totally dependent on the southwest monsoons. Now, what is actually called the retreating monsoon? Till the time, children, when the monsoons have covered the entire part of India, right? Till you can say September, mid of September. That is the period till that time the monsoons cover the entire India. Now it is the time when you can say apparent movement of sun towards the southern side starts. Okay, towards the southern hemisphere it starts. Now what is that? When the monsoons originated, at that time what was the condition? In the interior parts of India there was very high temperature because of hot summers, right? And that caused extremely low pressure to develop, right? In the northern plains, you can say the extremely low pressure area developed there, and as compared to that, high pressure was there over the sea or the oceans. That caused the origin of these monsoons. Okay? Now as the time has changed now, right? It is now September, mid of September. Now what is it? Now the apparent movement of sun is towards the southern hemisphere. It is shifting. Because of this apparent movement of sun towards the southern hemisphere, what is the result now? Now the temperature conditions change, right? That extreme low pressure area which had developed in the northern plains of India as a result of very high temperature, now it starts shifting, and that has now, because of the apparent movement of sun, it shifts towards the south, right? And slowly as it moves further, right, that actually causes all these extreme low pressure and high pressure area to get changed. This conversion of the low pressure area, right, from the northern plains, it starts shifting. It starts moving towards south. This makes the reversal of monsoons. This makes these monsoon winds to return back. Okay, and this is called the retreating of monsoons. Retreating of monsoons. Or you can say the monsoons, the reversal of monsoons. And this is what? The monsoons, when they had covered entire India, after that they start moving back. Now when they start leaving India in this way, this is what period? This is the duration when you will find end of September, almost October. October is the main month which is actually involved in during this period, the retreating of monsoon take place. Okay, and the first half of November, you can say. This is the period when retreating of monsoon take place. Clear now? Now what is retreating of monsoon? Retreating of monsoon is the simple reversal of monsoons, and it slowly it leaves the entire India. Clear? Now during this period, a typical thing is experienced, and that is actually called the October heat. Now what is October heat? October heat, basically it is experienced in this part, right? Some part of peninsular region and the interiors of India. What is it now? During the end of September and October, you can say, during that period, you will find, because the temperatures are still higher, right, throughout. Moreover, because of recently there was rainfall, there has been rainfall, so there is moisture all over in the entire region, right? So temperature is also high and the moisture level is also high. So what is the result of it? That creates a very, you can say, uneasiness is there in the atmosphere, and we feel like whenever there is a sweat in and it doesn't get so easily dry, right? This type of conditions are experienced at that time. Or you can say one term has been given to such weather condition, that is called the sultry weather condition, right? Now what is sultry weather condition? When we find this type of uncomfortable condition which is developed due to the retreating of monsoons. And this typical thing is called as October heat. This is called October heat. This is an important feature of the it is an important feature of the retreating of monsoons. Now it is over. Clear? It has gone back now. After that, it comes the winter season now in India, and the conditions now get reversed, right? In what way? You can see here. In the interior parts of India, there is now very low temperature condition. So that develops into very high pressure area to develop, right? In the interior parts of India, as compared to that in the nearby sea or the ocean region, you will find, as compared to the land area, the ocean region remains, yes, comparatively hotter. Okay, these are warmer than the land area. So what is the result of it? There develops a low pressure area over the sea or the ocean water, right? And a high pressure area develops over the interior parts of plains, or you can say the interior parts of India. Now as a result of that, what we can find? Because of high pressure which develops over the interiors. Now as the high pressure which develops in the interior parts of India and a low pressure which develops over the sea or the ocean sides, right? What is the result now? The winds start blowing from high to low again, and as a result the winds start blowing from the land towards the sea. Okay, the winds start blowing from land towards the sea in this manner. Now what is the direction of these winds? It is just opposite of the southwest monsoons. What is it now? Northeast. You can see here. This is north and this is east. So this corner is called northeast, right? From northeast direction, the winds start blowing towards the southwest. Okay. Now as they start blowing towards south and southwest, these winds are called as northeast monsoons. Okay, again I am telling you, because of the direction from where they come, they are called by that name, right? As they are coming from northeast direction, so they are called, this is northeast direction, they are coming like this, right? And so these are called as northeast monsoons. Moreover, they are the result of winter season, right? So they blow during the winter season, so they are also called many times as the winter monsoons. Now this is something very important here. Because these winds come from the land area, so they are totally dry. They don't cause any rainfall anywhere. Except one area you should remember, where these winds are able to cross over the Bay of Bengal region, right? As they cross over the Bay of Bengal region, some part of these winds, they cross over the Bay of Bengal region, they get some moisture from there, okay? And this is how, as they get some moisture, they cause rainfall over the Coromandel coast, okay? They get some moisture from here, and as they get some moisture from the Bay of Bengal, they cause rainfall over this part of it. That is called the Coromandel coast or the Tamil Nadu coast. And along with this, you will find the Andaman Nicobar Islands also. Now these Andaman Nicobar Islands also get some rainfall by these winds, right? So this is the thing, children, you should know very clearly, right? So in total, this is the mechanism of monsoons. Have you understood? It's very simple, children. I hope by this video you have understood all these things. Again, regarding this northeast monsoons, I am repeating again at the last. Northeast monsoons, as they come from the northeast direction, right? From northeast direction, so they are called by this name, that is called the northeast monsoons. They are coming from the land area, so they are totally dry, they don't carry any moisture with them, and they don't cause any rainfalls, except one region, which is actually the Coromandel coast, right? Coromandel coast, or you can say the Andaman Nicobar Islands. To some extent, when these winds cross over the land area, they get some moisture and they cause rainfall over the Coromandel region. Except that region, no other region gets rainfall by these winter monsoons. I hope this is very, very clear to you all now. This is all about the mechanism of monsoons. So children, in the next video, we are going to continue with a few local winds which blow in the Indian subcontinent, right? Number one. Number two is that the different seasons what we have in India, right? This will be there in the next video. So don't forget to see the next video also. When you watch the video, don't forget again to like the video and share the link of the video with your friends and subscribe the channel.